up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be sharing with you what I've learned by watching personal finance videos on YouTube. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Lo and I made videos documenting our journey to get pregnant with my daughter, and now lately I've been making videos on our debt payoff experience. I usually post once a week on Monday afternoons, so subscribe if you want to follow along with our debt payoff journey, and I also have an Instagram if you want to see more of me in between when I post videos. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the most important things I've learned by watching personal finance videos. I am not an expert, I'm trying to learn myself. We're working on paying down our debt, so I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos to figure out how to do that better and faster. I watch a variety of channels. Some are professionals talking about, you know, how to budget or pay off debt or giving advice like that. Other channels are just people like me who are documenting their experience of paying down their own debt. And so I'll put in the description of the video all the channels that I generally watch. If there's any great ones out there that I'm missing, comment below and let me know. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the internet, as we know, is a place where literally anyone can post anything they want. So I always keep that in mind when I'm watching these videos. Like, who is the person who's giving the advice? Are they a professional? Are they experienced? Are they a reliable, credible source? So just be careful what advice you're taking on personal finance from YouTube. But with that said, there's so much good information on this platform, and I'm excited to share with you the most important things that I've learned. Now, the first thing I learned by watching personal finance videos on YouTube is that I am not alone. There are so many people posting videos on this topic and a lot of people commenting and interacting with these videos, and it just makes me realize how big of an issue this is for so many people and makes me feel a lot less alone and ashamed about my experiences that I'm going through with trying to pay down debt. Obviously, money is a very taboo topic, and so when people don't talk about it, you know, a lot of people have problems with money, but you just don't know the extent of it until you really get into the details. And so hearing other people's stories on YouTube has been really helpful to me to not feel alone and just get focused and determined to attack my situation. The next thing I've learned is that I can do it. I've seen a lot of videos where people are talking about how much debt they've paid off and how long it took them. And honestly, there's like people on here that have more debt or the same amount of debt that I have that make less money, and they paid off their debt and it didn't take them their whole life. So I'm super excited and inspired by hearing those stories, and it just makes me feel like really I can do it. So kind of on that same topic, the next thing I learned is to start now. Like, everyone says, if you start now, you won't regret it. You'll be glad, you know, a year or a month or a week from now that you didn't wait any longer and you just started attacking your debt or your financial situation that you're in. For a long time, I just had this mountain of debt that I felt like I couldn't ever pay off, and that any efforts I made was just such a small drop in such a large bucket. So for a long time, I didn't really even try that hard to get the debt paid off because I just thought it wasn't possible. But by watching videos, I've realized that I just need to suspend that disbelief and believe that it is possible and just start attacking it. And once I started doing that and just started attacking it head on, I saw results, and that has been a really awesome experience. The next thing I learned across the board that everyone basically agrees on is that you must have a budget. And you must have a budget that works for you. I had a budget before we started trying to pay down our debt, and we did budget for a very long time. But what I realized once I started watching more videos is the budget that we had wasn't translating into something that worked practically in our life. It wasn't connecting. Like, the way I had it set up wasn't making sense to my husband. The way he would think about things wasn't making sense to me. We weren't on the same page. The way we were organizing our money wasn't organized enough for us to keep track of things. And so I realized through watching videos that keeping a budget that didn't work for us is basically almost as bad as not budgeting at all. So besides the fact that we had a budget, which is a start for sure, like if you're not budgeting, you got a budget. But beyond that, you definitely need a budget that works for your situation. And beyond just budgeting, another thing that we changed that is probably a topic for a whole video is that almost all the experts that I've listened to recommend doing a zero-based budget. And that means you take all the money that's gonna come in that month and all your expenses, and you allocate all of the money towards specific expenses. So before the month starts, or however you do your budgeting. Some people do it by month, some people do it by paycheck or whatever, but we do it by month. So before, you know, it's September now, before October starts, we've already decided where all of our income from October is going. We've already allocated all those dollars to specific expenses, so when it comes in, we know what to do with it, and money doesn't just slip through the cracks. So the next thing that I learned that I actually kind of knew but forgot about is that as I make more money, I need to use that extra money to improve my financial situation, not spend it on other things. So if I get a raise or a bonus or make extra money or am gifted money, if I'm really serious about improving my financial situation, I've learned all of that needs to go to paying down debt and nothing else. If I'm doing my budget properly, I've already given myself an allowance for buying extra things or treating myself. So extra money that comes in shouldn't be treated as extra if you're in a huge mountain of debt. It's not extra. I've realized that it's money that needs to be used and leveraged to pay down your debt faster, and that's how you start making more faster progress. And the last thing that I learned is really an important one, and that is that my debt doesn't define me. It's not where I am right now, it's where I end up. And where I end up is going to be dependent on what I do now. So I'm taking charge of my situation, I'm focused, I'm doing everything I can to pay down my debt, and I look forward to the day where I can look back on this experience and be just really, really proud of myself. You know, budgeting and personal finance is really hard, and it's not taught in school, and it's not really intuitive. It's something that's complicated, and you have to keep relearning and keep reworking. But at the end of the day, it is simple concepts that anybody can understand and anybody can master, but it just takes a lot of practice. To get good at anything hard, you have to practice over and over and educate yourself and try and learn and make mistakes and keep trying again. But if you stay focused on it, it's totally something that anyone can do. If you made it this far in the video, thank you guys so much for watching, and comment below and let me know where you are in your personal finance journey. Are you working on paying off debt? Are you just learning to budget? Where are you guys at? I'd love to know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel, helps me pay down my debts faster. And if you want to follow along and see more videos like this, then hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.